Let's do this. I'm gonna grab a pack of smokes, a bottle of water. We're gonna have to scoot this ice chest out of my way. We got eggs cooking in the background. How's everybody doing today? Let's get this kind of sorted out in sorts. All right. We had a lot of luck today. Made a video on it. So I figure we'll do a giveaway. Look at that pretty feather. This ain't our typical time for going live. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason for the time that I go live. But I'm trying to figure out if there's a reason that I should be going live at a certain time. What's up, kicking deer? Would you guys be would you guys be very interested in me and my daughters going Cat's Good? Be interested in watching live deer hunting this winter? Me and my daughter's got a place we're going deer hunting this winter, and I'll still be fishing all winter. But I'd like to get into some deer hunting on video, maybe on some live streams. But we got a special setup for our hunting, so we could probably do it. Kicking deer, yes sir. Brother Ooh, what's up? I'm gonna tie the same exact jigs that I tied earlier, or that I caught fish on earlier. I put out a video on my regular channel. It's gonna be crossbow hunting. We got like a mile of land that there's not very many houses on. But there's also a county jail on it, and so I don't want to be like shooting rifles and stuff over here. But there's a lot of deer, and nobody hunts for them. And so I think it'd be cool. Yeah, I went fishing today. Touch of native teasers. Yeah, I went and caught some catfish bait. I didn't keep any, but I went and prospected some spots, and we cleaned house. I put a video out on my main channel this channel on the long form content. The fishing was so good I didn't have to edit it. I am tying some more. I'm tying these to give away. I'm tying some feather jigs, so I'm gonna use some super glue. Elijah, I've been good. Just kicking around. No, I'm tying jigs. Brittany Drake hunting and fishing. We were just talking about doing a live going deer hunting this year. Doing some crossbow hunting. Be pretty cool. This is mostly a fishing channel, but it's also an outdoors channel, so I think it'd be pretty cool. You guys know on my jigs that I give away and I sell, I use a base of super glue. And then on these, when I tie marabou jigs, usually I tie in two bands of feathers. So I feel like they're not as thick as the marabou isn't as thick as the bucktail. Makes it more even all the way around the jig if I do it in two goes. All right. If you guys watch my, you want something more fun? What's more fun than catching fish? Native Teaser, I appreciate it. I like advice. It's my birthday today. Can I get a happy birthday? Phoebe, happy birthday. 10 years old. And how many fish have you caught since you started fishing? I don't know. Thousands. Tens of thousands.
Daddy, look. I made sunset.
Oh yeah, that's pretty, baby.
And a flower.
Got my baby painting stepping stones. Here, you want me to show the people what you painted? We wiped them out today with this jig right here. I figured I'd tie up a few to give away.
Can I show them?
No, you can't show them. I'll show them. This is what my baby painted. She's painting stepping stones.
No, that was the wrong way. You put it upside down.
Yeah, but she's a toddler and she ain't wearing a shirt, so she ain't. You can see her face. There she is. She ain't appropriate to be on TV right now. She's a redneck. She runs around in just underwear all day long. That's my baby. Yeah, I think whoever wins these jigs, you guys are really going to like them. Hopefully we get some more orders and someone wants to buy some of these. I'd like to tie up about 30 of them. Only have one customer so far. Olivia. I don't want to murder your name, but thank you. I appreciate it. The crappie jig looks great. I appreciate it. I like the vise. You can rest your hand on it. Yeah, I like this vise too. I've been looking at some other vices, but I really like this one. It's the vise I got started on, and I've watched some reviews on it by some people that have been tie flies and stuff like that, and they all said it's pretty good for its value. And I don't know about for tying flies, but for tying crappie jigs, it works really great. Haven't had a single issue with it tying crappie jigs. Nice little marabou jig. This right here will catch you crappie or will catch you green sunfish for days. What's the name of it? I just call it chartreuse, chartreuse, chartreuse. If it's not chartreuse, what's the use? You met 3 people that tie their own flies? Heck yeah. Yeah, I've met people that say if it's not chartreuse, what's the use? And so I just, since all 3 colors are chartreuse, that's what I call it. If it's not chartreuse, what's the use? Kind of like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Amelia, there's your shout out. There goes my egg timer. I gotta shut that off. we got a fishing trip planned tomorrow, so I got my egg cooker cooking eggs back there. Me and the wife and the oldest daughter are gonna go out on the boat and try to whack some catfish. Oh, and my baby. She didn't want me to forget her. She's actually going to her aunt's, though. She's gonna go have an ice cream date. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. The fly fishing competition. I don't know nothing about it, but what's my favorite lure for smallmouth fishing? It's made by Euro Tackle, but I can't remember the Helgermite. I think Helgermites work good for smallmouth. Really any fish in a creek, but I think a Helgermite would be hard to beat for smallmouth. Anything you can put on a drop shot rig. And drag around some rocks. Small water charters, what's up? Yeah, I smoke cigs. I dip Copenhagen too. I'll tell you what I don't do, and that's vape. I tried vaping, and I was working at the refinery at the time. And I'd get winded. I felt like my lungs were full of water. And I worked circles around guys. And smoking cigarettes. But when I was vaping, I couldn't hardly make it around the job site. And so I quit that vaping. That vaping ain't no good. And you finally, like, you know, you might smoke a cigarette, and then it'll be a while before you smoke another cigarette. Switch to black and mild. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody does something. I just so happen to smoke cigarettes and dip Copenhagen. That's like drinking coffee to me. You know, I don't have spit bottles. I don't spit this stuff out. I pay for it. I swallow every bit of it. No, you shouldn't quit YouTube. If you want to be a YouTuber, be a YouTuber. At the end of the day, whether you're getting paid for it or not, everybody else is only going to have pictures of different periods of their life. And if you have a YouTube channel, you're going to have a cool picture dictionary or a video dictionary of different events of your life. And I think that's pretty cool. I've got videos of me and my kids catching fish and having a good time. And having a picture is cool, but actually watching them catch fish is even cooler. You stuck at 34 subs. Use YouTube Shorts and use YouTube Shorts, and then when you get to 50 subs, start going live. The power of YouTube Shorts is amazing. That's how I busted the 1,000 subscriber threshold. The YouTube lives will get your watch hours up. I'm experimenting right now. I've been doing early morning lives. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Let me show the camera.
The blue is the bottom, and the top is sunset.
My baby painted that. Got your first salmon 2 weeks ago. That's freaking cool. I wish I could catch a salmon.
Can I make another one?
Yeah, but not right now.
Okay, after you're done.
Yep.
Okay.
I live in Oklahoma. I go to the ocean about once a year. Last year was North Carolina, and I caught more fish than I could tell you. Beeline, pigfish, lizardfish. That's just to name a few. Then this year I went to Texas, and I went all the way down to Mexico actually. But I went to Texas and I caught sheep's head, and that's just to name one. Gaff top catfish. I've caught all kinds of stuff. Kicking deer, can I be your moderator and take care of spammers? I've been here. Yeah, you can be. Sure, kicking deer. You got it. Yeah, I've been recognizing you on the lives. Quit the cigs. I should. Me and my wife have talked about it. I've tried quitting Copenhagen, and I've quit for a period of time. But I got white teeth, and I got all my teeth. But I just brush my teeth a couple times a day, and that Copenhagen doesn't really seem to have effect. And I've been doing it since I was about 14 years old. I started out on red seal wintergreen long cut. And, I had Copenhagen and I had dip when I was a kid. There was no short supply of it. I worked when I was a kid. I worked at my grandpa's scrapyard cutting steel. And so when you start working at a young age, you get to start making man decisions at a young age. And dip in Copenhagen was the people that I looked up to that were older than me dipped Copenhagen, and so I wanted to do it, and so I did it. And I wished I wouldn't have. I'm not saying it's cool or anything like that, but I've been dipping Copenhagen for so long now. I've tried to quit, and people don't like me when I don't have my Copenhagen. That might sound like a cliche or whatever, but it's a fact. I've literally tried quitting. I've called the quit lines and all that stuff, because I'll be honest with you, there were sometimes I hit high and low points in my career, and hitting different high and low points in my career. I couldn't always afford Copenhagen, but I always wanted Copenhagen. And I don't know. It's one of them things I wish I didn't do it, but I do it. I think if I could quit for 2 weeks, I think I'd never dip again. But I really, yeah, I just can't do it. Cringe, whatever. Are you jig tying? Yes. I'm actually tying jigs to give away. When did I start snuffing? About 14. Too young. I used to get in trouble for it when I was in class. I'd get caught with spit bottles and I'd have to go get swats. And so I started swallowing it. And I got to where it doesn't even make me sick. Swallowing Copenhagen. And then after I picked up that bad habit, I just never quit. I went to the doctor a couple of years ago to have my intestines checked out, seeing what kind of damage it's done, and they said so far I haven't caused no damage, because I was kind of worried about it. I've been swallowing Copenhagen for a long time. I'm 34 this year, and so longer than 15 years. And you know, ass whoopings didn't teach me nothing. All they did was make me find a sneakier way to do it. And swallow and dip, I didn't have a dip cup, and I found I could hide it in the back cheek of my jaw, and I wouldn't get caught. So then I'd go all the way through school having dip in. Hey, just a rock. Anyway, we're going to give these away. I'm going to tie up a few that I used yesterday, and I'm going to tie up the ones that I used today. And I'm talking about for small creeks. Small creeks and docks, these jigs will do damage. You'll catch fish. So it should be a good giveaway. Beautiful, just chartreuse jigs. We'll tie 5 of those to give away. We got 3 tied up. I'm using Temu rod jigs, and I'll tell you the secret to using these jigs. I know it's going to sound crazy. Yeah, it's fishing lure. But these 64th ounce, I think they are. Yeah, 64th ounce jigs. What you're going to want to do is, if you're using a single one, if you're using a single jig, use 4-pound test fishing line, and you can cast further. And then these marabou jigs, if you get them wet first, like dip it in the water at your feet, you'll get a better cast out of it. Albert Jones, yeah, I'm happy for you too. I know a lot of people that don't do nothing, or that have dipped and then quit dipping. And maybe at some point in my life, when my kids move out or something, maybe I'll quit dipping. I don't know. I don't find it attractive or appealing or nothing like that. It's just old habits die hard. But back to what I was talking about, 4-pound test on these jigs, and your ultralight combo is going to make all the difference in the world. And if you don't have an ultralight combo, I'd like to introduce you guys to one that I find is a good one. You can get it at Walmart. I know a bunch of you guys are probably thinking, no good combo comes from Walmart. But believe it or not, for about 60 bucks, you can be in the game on a good ultralight combo. It's not my favorite. Pfluger President's my favorite, but this is a value for dollar, and this is about as good as it gets. This is a Shimano Sienna ultralight 5'5" rod, 5'6" rod, and it's made for 2 to 6 pound test. So 4-pound test, you're kind of meeting right in the middle with the Shimano Sienna. But you see that beveled spool? That gives you a longer casting radius. You can cast further with that design and that style. So if you're in the market for a good ultralight for casting small jigs, that's a good one. But what using these lighter jigs will do, if you're using a 64th or 80th ounce jig head, they sink slower, so they stay in the strike zone longer. And if you keep your rod tip up and you're fishing in creeks that are 2 foot of water, 1.5 foot of water, 1 foot of water, you want to keep that jig just off the bottom. And I mostly use my jigs for catching bait to go catfishing. And so I fish a lot of creeks, ultralight to catch green sunfish and stuff like that. And these jigs work perfect for catching green sunfish. You want to go load up on some green sunfish, and some big ones at that, these jigs will get it done. You want to go to the docks and catch crappie, that same rod and these jigs will get it done. even when I'm vertical fishing, I like using lighter jigs. I'm just a lighter jig kind of guy, and if you remember that elephants eat peanuts, you'll never think that you won't catch the big crappie, because you will. You'll catch big crappie using the littlest jigs. Look at them trout fishermen and the flies that they use, and they catch big fish. But a lot of people, they think you need that 1/4 ounce lead to get it down there fast, but I want to get it down there slow, and I want to keep it in the strike zone longer. And I've been outfished, trust me. Plenty of times I've been outfished, but I just seem to do better when I do what I like to do. Now, I use big baits catfishing, but when I'm crappie fishing, I want a small presentation. I got bigger hooks. Don't get me wrong, I use bigger hooks, especially when I'm fishing below the dam. My name's That Damn Fishing Guy, so I like fishing below the dam a lot. I like using heavier jigs. I base my jigs off the current then, and not the fall rate. The current changes your fall rate quite a bit. A heavier jig will, a small jig may never get down to where the fish are, so you'll need a heavier jig just to get it to go down in the current situation. Yeah, I'm gonna go live on my fishing trip. I'll be honest with you guys. I got I've been getting 100 hours, about 100 watch hours for on my live streams, and if I keep doing lives for 20 days, then I should get monetized. And I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, and I just really found out about the power of live video. And I do shorts. I've been doing a lot of shorts too, but shorts don't count towards your watch time. But I've got enough watch time. I just don't, or enough subscribers. I've got almost 4,000. But I don't have the watch hours. And I make jigs and I give them away. I do live giveaways. So I'm really trying to get monetized. And I have a job. Everything that I get from being monetized will go back into the channel. Like one time I had 2 GoPros so I could set up a chest mount, and then I had a camera set up on the boat, and I used to be able to video like that. But then about a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm a contract welder, and so my work kind of goes up and down with the economy. And at the time, we hit a hard spot, so I sold both of my GoPros, and so I've just been recording off my phone ever since. And I really want to get some GoPros again. And so if YouTube could start paying me, that'd be really cool. Instead of sinking money into GoPros again, I bought this stuff. I bought fly tying vices. I bought all jig hooks, and we're gonna start making rooster tails. I don't want to just do jigs and be solely a jig maker. I want to make different kinds of lures. But I'm a crappie and perch fisherman, and I catch those to eat and for bait. And so I'm an ultralight fisherman and a cat fisherman. But I love fishing with rooster tails for hybrids. And having the versatility to tie my jigs the way that I want them has opened up a bunch of windows for me. And so I really thought that I could apply that to rooster tails too. And so I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start making my own rooster tails. We'll tie the feathers on and the bucktail on the treble hooks. Have different colors, different blades, different designs, different beads. And so I can kind of play around with that too. I catch a lot of hybrids using rooster tails. And me and the girls, we like catching sand bass or white bass if you're from anywhere other than Oklahoma. But we just think it'd be cool to be able to make our own rooster tails. I made the video today catching perch, and I'm not really marketing them towards crappie fishermen. They work really great for crappie fishing. So if you're a crappie fisherman and you like crappie jigs and you want them custom tied and you want them tied whatever colors you want, whatever weights you want, I can do that for you. But if you're a cat fisherman and you want some jigs tied to go catch perch, to go set limb lines, trot lines, jug lines, and that sort of thing, these are your jigs. I made a video and I was trying to kind of advertise my jigs a little bit. Like I said, I've only had one sale. Jimmy Marzo, I have a question. What's up? Don't mess around, bro. You know what? Uncle Trump, I already made a sale, so. Flying turds. Yeah, Cole family. Zoom in on the fly. Here, I'll show you this one up close. And then let me scoot these jigs out of the way. I'll bring you up there. It'll be more captivating. Problem is my eyesight when I'm up, when it's trying to read the comments. It's hard for me to read them from here. Prepare to launch the turds. Johnny Moruzzo, you ain't got nothing better to do? But anyway, we're going to get into tying some rooster tails and making them up. So we won't be just making jigs on the channel anymore and going fishing. We're going to be going fishing. We're going to be making rooster tails and taking them fishing. We're going to be making jigs, taking them fishing. And the giveaways will, I don't know how I'm going to give away the rooster tails, because I got a treble hook in them, and I've been just sending the jigs in envelopes when I mail them out. So I have no idea how I'm going to do the... I have no idea. We're done with those. Here, I got this little box in my pocket. We're going to dump this out, and then I'm going to put the giveaway flies in here. Okay, so we got 5 of those. Send them to a fly store. That'd be pretty cool. See, I haven't even thought about sending nothing to a fly store or bait shop. I have a buddy that ties jigs for a bait shop. Have to get to bed. Heck yeah, kicking deer. I'm gonna scoot this phone back so that way I can see the comments. We're back to white feathers. Yeah, Cinco cut in half works good on a jig head. Some of the creeks I fish in are more like ditches for bait fishing. And so these real small hair jigs work really good, or these real small marabou jigs. Again, the marabou, it just folds easier in the water, like when feathers are wet. If you can imagine how stiff bucktail is compared to marabou feathers. Here's the bucktail. And you can see kind of how it's a little bit stiffer, and these feathers are just not so stiff. So when a bluegill or I don't know where the heck the jigs went. Here they are. So this will fold easier, and you'll get more hookups using a marabou jig for sunfish or green sunfish. The marabou jigs work better. That's why I use them most of the time when I'm trying to catch bait. When I'm trying to catch crappie, I like the bucktails better. So these will work for crappie, but I really like them. They really shine for catching perch and bluegill. If you can't have fun catching perch and bluegill, you're using the wrong tackle to catch perch and bluegill. You catch them on 4-pound test, and they're a lot of fun. And every now and then when you catch a bass on 4-pound test, a lot of fun. I don't know if we'll be doing any more of these late night or later in the evening lives. They don't seem to do as good as my morning ones or 3 o'clock ones. Have you done anything with the sunken boat? Yeah, I actually gave it to my oldest daughter's boyfriend, so that way they'd have a boat to take out. They power washed it and everything. It's like brand new. Like brand new. He actually already took it out fishing. But I already have 2 boats. I was debating on whether to keep it or not. And I just thought they could use it, so that's the route I went. It would have been nice for the trout lake. There's a trout lake right next to me, and it's a no gasoline engine. So it would have been pretty cool to go out on that lake and have taken that boat out there, but I know the guy that's got it, so I can borrow it if I need to. At will. Look at that Jim. Tore him up on this one yesterday. Got a video tearing him up on the other one yet. The chartreuse ones. If it ain't chartreuse, what's the use? Got a video tearing him up on that one today. But I really like these gold jig heads. These are 1/80th of an ounce, I think. No, they're 64th too. /64th of an ounce. Here for size comparison so you guys can see what size that is. There's my thumbnail and there's the jig hook. So about as big as my thumbnail. Is it possible to make topwater flyer jig? Yeah, people make them. I don't make them on this channel, but I'm not saying that ain't something we're not going to step off into. We have a trout lake, like I said, really close to us, and they stock it in the winter and fall, and so that'll probably be some of our winter and fall endeavors. Winter, fall, and early spring. And then the water gets too hot here in Oklahoma, but yeah, we're gonna dip off into that probably. We're gonna do a lot of bow hunting though, and crossbow hunting. A lot of catfishing, a lot of hybrid fishing. I do a lot more fishing in the wintertime, fall and spring, than I do in the summertime. Honestly, I go ultralight fishing just because in the summertime, the catfishing, hybrid fishing, and all that stuff can be so time sensitive. And if you're not a guide or you have a job, it can be really a pain in the butt to get dialed in on hybrids. The catfish, they're either they do or they don't. And so, but I'm confident we're going to go catch some tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to a good spot. We got some storm systems moving through. I think it's going to be the perfect situation to go catch some catfish. And so I'm really excited. It's been a little while. I got a new rod. I got a new reel. And I haven't even caught a fish on it yet. Yes, I do make and sell jigs. You can go email me at thatdamnfishingguy247. Thatdamnfishingguy247 at gmail.com, and that's dam spelled D-A-M. Thatdamnfishingguy247 at gmail.com. Matter of fact, if you'd order some jigs, I'd greatly appreciate it. The last person that ordered jigs from me, he ordered 30 jigs and 15 of 2 different colors. 15 each of 2 different colors. And I tied them up, did lives over them, and it ended up being like $50 mailed to his house. That was $1.50 a jig, so that was $45 for 30 jigs, and then $5 shipping. You can pick whatever colors and whatever weights you want. Do I think catfish is tasty? It depends where you catch it at and what time of year. If you catch it out of rivers with flowing water, yeah, I think catfish is good. If you catch it out of a stagnant pond or a small city lake, I don't think it's good at all. It definitely depends on the body of water you catch it out of and what kind of catfish you're eating. I don't like eating channel catfish. I don't mind eating it out of a river. But I don't like eating it out of small city lakes. Wyatt ML Vlogs. Not bad, better than Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, and you get to pick your colors. You know, when you go to Bass Pro Shop and you go shopping for jigs, you're limited to what they've got. And you can choose marabou or bucktail. And I guess you can do that at Bass Pro Shop, but then you're limited on the different types of chenille they use. Yeah, if you wanted to order some jigs, that'd be cool. Crap, I started just tying that with the wrong color. Hopefully I didn't do that to the other one. Well, crap. We're just going to cut that with the scissors and start over. There we go. The wrong color. Probably wouldn't have looked bad and it probably would have worked, but it's not the color we're going for. With this using this gold and this white on white and this shiny chenille, it kind of if you look up northeast mosquito fish, they inhabit most small creeks, especially in Oklahoma. And the northeast mosquito fish is primary forage for green sunfish and really small creek fish in general, or creek fish in general. The bass too. Look up northeast mosquito fish, and they're a really cool fish. They give live birth. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Me and my daughters actually catch them and put them in aquariums, and so they could watch them giving live birth. It's really cool. Hundreds of babies from one little 2-inch, 2.5-inch fish. But this is a really good imitation for a northeast mosquito fish. And so that's why I like it so much. I'm tying some 64th ounce marabou jigs for a giveaway at the end of this live. I went and wiped them out today, and I wanted to do a live and do a giveaway on these jigs. I've gave away a lot of jigs, but I don't know that I've gave away these two that I'm tying up today. So we're tying up 10 jigs to give away. This is the first one. And this is the second one. Two of my favorites. And you can see it's about 1.5 inches long. That's what we're doing. What's my favorite jig? Well, for crappie and sand bass, white bass, it'd have to be this color, sunset color. How much did the setup cost me? This Dr. Fish Fly vise with the kit was 150 bucks. It came with this fly tying whip, or the tying whip, this bobbin, the scissors, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then probably got $50 in hooks, probably more. Here, we'll count it up real quick. They're $12 a pack, but we're gonna just call it 10 for the sake of the video, keep it easy. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I got $170 worth of hooks sitting here. But I've already went through, I couldn't tell you how many hooks. I got this box full, this box full, a bag ready for a giveaway, another box I've been working on, this box full. But this could be if you were tying jigs for yourself, you would save so much money. After the first year, I imagine this would pay for itself, and then you'd have it for the rest of your life. So I imagine that it would, and every now and then you tie jigs for somebody and for some cash. Like I made 50 bucks back tying jigs. I thought that was pretty cool. Do I have red jig heads? You know what? I ordered some new jig heads by Dove Sun. And they're a 32nd of an ounce. I do have red. Hello, greetings from Argentina. Hey, what's up? Is it bubblegum pink? I just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. If you guys haven't subbed, please consider subscribing. I do live giveaways a couple times a week. Can I make a red jig? Let me knock out these 5 jigs, and then I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and do that. I don't know that I've got red chenille. We'll use we'll do a black bucktail. Yeah, we can do that. We can make something we can make it work. I think we can make something pretty dope. No problem. I got a buddy that I made jigs for, and he wants he wanted a black jig head, red body with a white tail, and I made those for him. What is that? Is a jig. Hello. What are you doing, Rose? One sec, gotta do something. Yep. I'm gonna tell you guys what we're gonna do. I'm gonna write a number on here, 1 through 64. I'll tell you what that number is gonna be for later. What the fuck? And you're in timeout. Another one for the giveaway. We got 2 more to tie, guys. And then we'll tie the red one. And we'll just kick back and chat for a little while. Absolute Hogs, what's up? Kaizen's Podcast, what's up? What's the best beginner fly rod? I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea. These are for ultralight fishing. And I'll show you the setup that I use for that. Which is a Shimano Sienna. Size 500, I believe. Yep, size 500. And I use 4-pound test fishing line and this beveled lip right here. It helps you cast further, and you need that when you're using 4-pound test fishing line. You're an albino monster, alrighty. That's what I use. I don't know if you've ever caught crappie or white bass on 4-pound test, but it's really fun. No problem. Good night, Random Guy Videos. Do you think I could make a jig with chicken feather and string? Yeah, I'm sure you could. Me and my daughters have tied jigs with pipe cleaners, like they got different colored pipe cleaners. They got that little wire that goes up through like some chenille. Going with that second patch of feathers. How much do they cost? $1.50 each. I do like braided line. Random Guy Videos. I'm a saltwater fisherman. Want to get into freshwater. How does the jig sink efficiently? Well, fishing with 4-pound test fishing line, when you cast out, they're going to sink slow, but the slower they sink, the longer they stay in the strike zone. Can you do a chartreuse tail with a white body? Yeah, we can do that one too. I got another guy that asked me to tie one, so we'll do both of those. Just remind me at the end of when we get down lower into towards the end of the video. I got one more of these to tie, then I'm gonna tie the other guy's jig, and then I'll tie the one you want. But their sink rate, you want it to sink slow. The slower it sinks, the longer it stays in the strike zone. But people that are fishing on docks, they oftentimes want it to sink really fast. They're fishing a specific depth, and then they're just holding it there. They're vertical jigging. Vertical jigging is totally different than cast fishing, in the sense that when you're casting to a fish, you want it to stay in their face as long as you can get it to stay in their face. When you're vertical jigging, you can just hold it in their face for, as long as it takes. I'm not a big time vertical jig fisherman. I do it a couple times a year. I got buddies that have docks. But I'm more of a cast and retrieve type fisherman. But I have a good time beating down on white bass and catching catfish and catching sunfish. Going from saltwater to freshwater, that'd be hard to do. I only get to go saltwater fishing a couple times a year. And saltwater fishing, if you're in good places, you can get pretty much instant gratification and you can get it all day long. Freshwater fishing, there's bite windows, usually in the evening and the morning. And outside of that bite window, it can be tough fishing, especially in the summertime. Now in the fall and spring and spring, and winter, the fishing's a little bit different. There aren't that many people fishing, and the bite windows are different. You catch warming trends and fish rocks when you find warming trends, and you do pretty good. We're done with those. That red jig's next. All right, last one of these guys. Last one for the giveaway. What's my PB? I don't know if you guys have heard of spoonbill. A lot of people have and a lot of people haven't. I snagged spoonbill, and so about 90 pounds is my PB. Did I miss anything? Nope, not much. My PB catfish, PB blue cat, I caught a 43 pounder this year. It's on video. The 90 pound spoonbill's on video too. They're both back in February. But I catch all kinds of fish, and I catch all kinds of sizes. Like I said, I mostly I go fishing for panfish and stuff like that. Please sub to your man. I mostly go pan fishing to catch bait to go catch bigger fish. I like catching drum. I know that a lot of people on here are probably going to be mind blown when they hear that. But if you catch a 15-pound drum, that's a good sized fish, and they fight hard. I like catching drum, blue cats, flatheads. That's really about it, though. I like catching spoonbill. Those are all of our bigger fish. The smaller fish I catch stripers too. I caught some giant stripers. But we don't catch those every day in Oklahoma. Those are, I catch about one a year. I'm about to do one. Tomorrow I'm fishing the Wright River system to luck into one. We'll just see how it plays out. May get one, may not. Usually I catch giant stripers down below the dam, though, and we're not going below the dam tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. We'll go live down there, too. we go. Last one of those, guys. All right, now on to the red. Let me clean up these feathers real quick. That one's good. Make me a little pile over here. These feathers here lately have been crap. They're not that good. I mean, you can get good pieces off of them, but they're just not good. How often do I go live? Every day. Every day for the next 20 days anyway. And then usually I go, my usual schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And sometimes Friday, but usually it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, we're gonna tie a 32nd of an ounce, 132. Let's get into the bucktail and see what we got. Then we'll get into the chenille and see what we got. I think we were gonna go white for the tail. Yeah, we're gonna go white for the tail. I think we were gonna go black, but we're gonna go, what feather or fur do you most often use in your jigs? I use marabou and I use bucktail. I use them both about equal. There's some chenille. And I got a white bucktail in this box right here. Okay, let's get it done. That's all right. This whole table is nothing but jig tying stuff. What am I trying to do? I'm tying a red jig with a white tail. I was going to do a black tail, but I think the white tail looked better. Yeah, this is going to be money. Good even coating of bucktail. Put some super glue on here, make it really strong. When do I think I'll go fishing? Be live tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. But I usually go live fishing at least once a week usually. I try to at least go to some small creeks and show my jigs being used. That's the point of the redhead. All right, and then we got the chenille. We'll call this one Santa Claus jig. We got the white beard, the white coat, and the white beard, the red suit, and the red cap. It's a good pattern. Matter of fact, I'll throw that over here and I'll try that out tomorrow. Now, if the other guy that wanted one tied on here is still on here, I think he said he wanted a whitehead, chartreuse tail, no. Chartreuse head, white body, and a chartreuse tail. I'm trying to think if I have any chartreuse bucktail left. I think I need to order some. I don't know if I've actually got that or not. I've been through a lot of this. You can see it's mixed with brown on this side, but I've been through a lot of this. If it's a hit, try selling it. All right. Yeah, see, all my yellow bucktails like gone pretty much. Trying to go through here and see if I've got anything. These are about the same color, so we're gonna run it. It's not really chartreuse. To me, it's more of a green. I like it to be more of a yellow. But we're gonna run with what we got, because that's all we got. Put that over there. I can't believe there's only 39 people left in the live. At the end, the giveaway is going to be for fishing for crappie, I like bucktails better, and for fishing for white bass, I like bucktails better. For fishing for panfish and creeks, I like marabou better, feathers. The feathers, they collapse easier in a smaller fish's mouth. And the bucktail's a little bit stiffer. But I like them both about the same, but they just both have their different uses. They're just like different tools, you know? Each one has their own specific use. The bucktail also, it looks like, if you know what a Bobby Garland is, how the tail, when you stick bucktail in the water, they might be flared out when the jig's out of water, like how this is all flared out. When it goes down in the water, all this will stick together and it'll all form one mass. And it'll taper towards the end. It'll taper towards the end. The bucktail was chewed up. The marabou, it's more like free flowing. Like it'll have more action when you move the jig. This bucktail, when it gets, it'll taper and it'll be a lot stiffer, so it'll have a lot less action in the water. So it just depends on the fishing situation and the scenario that you're in. All right, for the white body. $46. I'm going to tie this jig up. I'm going to finish tying this up, but while I'm tying it up, I wrote down a number on this box. I want you guys to guess the number 1 through 46. Only comment one number one time. You can't comment multiple numbers. Kicking deer, no, I'm doing it right now. And we're going to do a giveaway. We're gonna need some super glue at the head of that one. I'll go ahead and put some on there. Pretty good looking jig. With some flash boo. I did say no more than one number. All right, guys. My email, Kicking Deer. My email is thatdamnfishingguy247@gmail.com. Email me your address. Number 28 is the winner. And I'll get these jigs in the mail to you. All right, you guys, till I catch you on the next one, I'm out, y'all.